calculate the area of the region bounded by the line y equals x squared minus 4x and then the x-axis. So let's try and sketch the curve y equals x squared minus 4x. So we need to first find the y-intercept, and we know that for the y-intercept, x is equal to 0. So y of 0 is equal to 0 squared minus 4 times 0, and this is equal to 0. So the y-intercept is 0, so we have the point 0, 0 on this curve. And then let's also find the x-intercept. For the x-intercept, y is equal to 0. So this implies that x squared minus 4x is equal to 0. Let's factorize x. So this becomes x minus 4 is equal to 0. So the values of x are x equals 0 or x is equal to 4. So these are the x and y intercept. And therefore we also have the point 0, 0 and then the point 4, 0 on this curve. So we can see that this curve y equals x squared minus 4x is of the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. So we can see that a is equal to 1, which is greater than 0, and therefore the curve is a parabola that is opened upward. So now the next thing we are supposed to find is the minimum point, and we can find the minimum point by first finding the value of x for which the minimum point occurs, and that will be to find y prime. Y prime of x is equal to 2x minus 4. So the minimum point will occur at where y prime of x is equal to 0. So 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 4, and therefore x is equal to 2. So let's find the y component of the minimum point. Y of 2 is equal to, we take 2 and put it in that equation, becomes 2 squared minus 4 times 2. 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times 2 is 8, and therefore that minimum value is minus 4. So we have the point 2 and minus 4 point. So let's go ahead and sketch this graph. So we're having the point 0, 0 for the x-intercept and also 4, 0. So we also have another point over here. And then the minimum point was 2 minus 4. So this is 2 and then minus 4. So you can see that this graph looks like this. So this is the nature of the graph that we're given. But he says that it is bounded by this graph, y equals x squared minus 4x, and also the x-axis. At the x-axis, y is equal to 0. And therefore, the two equations are y equals x squared minus 4x, and then y equals 0. So this is the region of space we are going to find the area for. So the area, you see that the function that is on top, this is y equals 0. And this is the function y equals x squared minus 4x. So the function that is on top is the y equals 0. So the area A is equal to integral from 0 to 4 of the function that is on top. So you see that when you consider this area, the function that is on top is the y equals 0 minus the function that is beneath. The function that is beneath is x squared minus 4x. Then this is dx. So area is equal to integral of 0 to 4. this becomes, I'm pulling minus out, so that we will get x squared minus 4x dx. So let's go ahead and then do the integral. So the integral becomes minus a equals minus, then if you add 1 to x squared, you get 1 over 3x exponent 3, then minus, if you add 1 to 1, it becomes 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2x exponent 2. All of this evaluated as 0 and 4. So let me continue from this side. A is equal to minus, then let's put in the upper limit, which is 4. So this becomes 1 over 4, 1 over 3 times 4 exponent 3 minus 2 times 4 exponent 2, then minus the lower limit, everything becomes 0. So let me continue from here. So A is equal to minus, then we put in the upper limit, it becomes 1 over 3 times 4 exponent 3 minus 2 times x squared is 4 exponent 2, then minus, if we put in 0, everything here becomes 0, so minus 0. So A is equal to minus, then 4 exponent 3 is 64 divided by 3 minus 4 exponent 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. So minus 32. So this becomes A equals minus 64 over 3 plus, because we are multiplying through by minus 1, plus 32. And then this is equal to 32 over 33 squared units.